everybody, it is time for my favorite part of every single video that we do. It is time to make the list. As I always encourage, please feel free to comment along your list in the comment section below, or feel free to email us at eatsleeplistpod@gmail.com. That email address is in every single video description that we post. We'd love to hear about some of your traditions, some of the ways that you get into that holiday feeling, or maybe it's something that you think you should get back to. All right, something that you once did as a kid and maybe lost along the way and want to get back to. I would love to hear about it. Please, let's set up some kind of dialogue. I appreciate every single comment that we get on our videos, and you all that do it, I appreciate you very much for it. All right, here are my top 10 ways that I get into the holiday feeling. All right, that holiday spirit, if you will. Let's start off with my number 10. It is to decorate your home. Last year is a really great example. All right, last year is a really great example of how decorating the home can change the whole perspective on the holidays. It was Black Friday, and my wife, we were getting ready. She had to go to work to start prepping for Small Business Saturday. This is last year. And as she was waking up, getting set, her helper quit on her. Left her a long text message saying that she will not be returning, and it was not the good start to the holiday season. All right. Not only that, a couple days later, our dog died. Prince, he got sick. Everything kind of took over, and we spent mostly her, but it's our money, married, we're together, spent a lot of money to try and save him, and it was not good. We burned through a credit card just to get him through, and it didn't work, and then you have to pay for all the services after that. And we were down in the dumps. All right, we all were, and she especially, because not only did she have to, was she dealing with all of this, she was alone at work during her busiest season when it comes to running the store and doing Christmas cookies. So I was off at the time, and because of paid family leave, and I had nothing going on. Little did I know how rough my December would be with the family leave paychecks not arriving until 3 days before Christmas. But I was like, all right, I got to do something. So she went to work on one of the days, and I decided to start decorating. All right, brought the tree up, brought all the wall decorations up, some of the outdoor stuff, and just went to work to get it started. And she was pleasantly surprised. It was that little bit of effort to decorate our teeny tiny little apartment that put us back in that holiday mood a little bit. It was certainly a good step into doing so, because again, it was bad. It was really bad. I can't believe how excited I was for that month and a half off from work with paid family leave, and how shitty it turned immediately. And it just persisted. But decorating the house was the best way to get things rolling a little bit. So that's my number 10, decorate your home. Number 9, browse Christmas lights. All right? Go browse Christmas lights. Go drive around or take a walk in your neighborhood and go and just look at Christmas lights, because there's a lot of people who still do one hell of a job at decorating their houses on the outside with all the bright light displays and some of the blow-up, I don't even know what decorations, I guess you'd call them. It brings joy. I get excited when I see videos pop up, and it makes me want to go out and about and search these things out. There were some houses when I was growing up that were just insanely thoroughly decorated. Like, I'm talking Griswolds, just lights everywhere, decorations everywhere. Probably a little too bright for some of the neighbors, but I enjoyed it, driving by. And not, you don't even have to just go to houses and go creep around a neighborhood to go find some Christmas lights. Some places, parks, have Christmas light displays. I know that they used to have a really great display back in Niagara Falls when I was a kid. They had a meh one throughout Hyde Park in Niagara Falls, but then they got rid of all their stuff, and it's in a park that's not too far away. There's also a shrine not too far away from where I live that I used to go to all the time. It's called the Fatima Shrine, and I'm going to take my kid there a couple times, at least once, and go see some of the lights just because it feels cool to be around that. I don't know. I lights bring joy. Typically, it's supposed to. And there's just some really cool displays, and I think it's just good for the soul to go out and see some of these lights. So go and browse Christmas lights. That's my number 9. My number 8. This is something that I've been doing over the last couple of years, ever since I started paying to have YouTube Premium, which is well worth it in my opinion, not getting any commercials and some of the other perks you get for it. But ironically enough, I pay to not have any commercials, and one of the things that I like to do to get in that holiday spirit is to watch old commercials and binge watch them. There's a lot of cool YouTube channels out there that have compilation videos of old commercials, and especially the holiday ones, and I enjoy that. I really do. There's something about watching the old, like, Coca-Cola polar bear commercials, or the M&M's Santa Claus commercial, or even some, like, department stores like Sears and Kmart, and seeing those again. All right, when you're watching one and you're like, oh crap, I remember that. It makes you feel good. All right, and it's crazy too because the quality is so poor compared to what we have now. Right, it's insane how the quality of television and how it looks has slowly but surely evolved from then till now. And I love the sound quality. The sound quality isn't like superb either, but it just hits all the right notes. And to me, Christmas is a lot of nostalgia, and those were the good old days for me. All right, when you had so many stores you can shop at. But old Christmas commercials on YouTube. That is my number 8. On to my number 7. Find a mall or a department store and just go. All right, even if it's a street. Small town shops with all sorts of things. Center Street in Lewiston is one of my favorite places to go during Christmas time because it's beautiful. It's well designed, and there's a lot of places that sell stuff for Christmas. But you got to be out and about in all of the holiday hullabaloo. Christmas is commercialized heavily, sadly and unfortunately. But it always kind of has been. It just feels worse now because we're the ones paying for it. We are the ones paying for Christmas stuff. But you have to be out and about. I literally, 3 years ago, picked up a part-time job at Target because I wanted to get in the Christmas spirit again. All right? It was like 50% obsessed with money and putting away money for stuff and things, and then 50% just wanting to find holiday joy. And I worked there from like end of October till about mid-December, I think it was. It was like the week before Christmas. But it's great. I think you walk around, they put on cool displays. There's neat little displays depending on where you go to. Holiday lights, the Christmas music playing over the it's just like ambiance music. It's a good time. And I think it's just good to be out there. This is one thing that the magic is kind of lost, like the convenience of online shopping, which it is super convenient, and I fully understand it. But we've gotten too, I'm not going out there. So we just buy stuff and have it shipped directly to our house. And that's like where the magic was, I think, partially lost. Is that you're not out and about and seeing these things and feeling these things. And not even just being around it, but like we used to have the Boulevard Mall in our area, and they had the Boulevard Mall Bear Band, and they would play Christmas music. It was an animatronic thing that played Christmas music. You could hear it throughout the entire mall. Going to see Santa Claus at some of these department stores or malls. Just going out and about and being around it goes a long way, at least for myself. But you just have to leave the comfort of your home and go out and be a part of it. So that's my number 7, going out and about. Even if it's just window shopping, just be out there. Number 6, watch Christmas specials. All right? Christmas has brought forth a lot of great, unique television. And there's lots of YouTube video compilations of that. Last year, the week before Christmas, I was binge watching Pound Puppies, which was like an 80s Cartoon Network show. Their holiday special and the Smurfs and all that stuff. So, and there's holiday specials for everything, really. Going back to your childhood, a lot of kids' cartoons, and even your teenage and adult years, where a lot of these sitcoms have holiday specials. I mean, every show on television pretty much has a holiday special. I tend to love the Everybody Loves Raymond ones. There's a lot of good from that. Of course, Seinfeld and Friends and all those shows all have their own holiday specials. Go and find it. All right, go and find some and just watch it. All right, it's a good, if you're gonna be inside, if you are not gonna go out to a mall or department store or just out and about, watch Christmas stuff at home. All right, watch Christmas stuff at home, and Christmas specials is a great way to get into that spirit. That's my number 6. Number 5 is watch Christmas movies. I've already started. I've got like 3 or 4 down already. I'm rocking and rolling with the Christmas movies. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit a Christmas movies list in this month because you have so much going on, and if I'm still doing the show next year, I want to leave something to look forward to. But Christmas movies are great, and I have a lot of favorite ones, that I've earned over the years, and some that me and my wife have watched together. There's a lot out there. And every streaming service right now is pushing their specific holiday Christmas movies that they have access to. My mother-in-law is a huge Hallmark junkie, so every time I used to go over there, Hallmark Christmas movies would be on all the time. I got to check out the new Buffalo Bills one that they did. My good friend Dan is featured in it. So, but find Christmas movies. All right, they're really good for the soul. They're really good for the soul. That's my number 5. Number 4, dress the part. I can't believe I found a hat that fits my head, actually. I did. Five Below. It was either this or they had car seat. Like the headrest in the car seat, they had Santa hats for that. It was either one of those. So I found this one. It's Mickey Mouse, which I kind of like. Fits good too. Dress the part. All right. You look good, you feel good. That's the old motto, right? So why not, if you are seeking to be in the holiday spirit, dress up in holiday stuff? If you can wear holiday sweaters, like ugly Christmas sweaters to work, do it. All right. Don't just wait until the specific Christmas party. Do it. When I was pro wrestling in December, like this month stretch, I would find the ugliest Christmas sweaters that my dad had straight up abandoned. They weren't ugly, but they were definitely holiday sweaters. And I would wear them. That was my thing. Usually I dress up, all right, to go to shows, but holiday sweaters is where it's at. Dress the part and feel it. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to dress in that. I'm too cool for Santa hats. I'm too cool for all this. And just do it. Who gives a shit what other people think? If you like dressing up for Christmas, dress up for Christmas. Okay? Dress the part. I don't know if it's on straight. I can't tell. Yeah, sort of. Kind of, sort of. All right. That's my number 4. Number 3. Cut down your own Christmas tree. Cut down your own Christmas tree. I am so proud of my parents for maintaining this tradition. In fact, at time of recording, I will be going to do this tomorrow with my family once again. And I am so pumped. All right? Cut down the Christmas tree. This is just me. All right? Because I'm married into a family of eternal artificial trees. All right? That's their thing. I think there's got to be a certain theatrics with all this. And there's nothing exciting about going to, this is just my opinion because I do that in my own home. But there's nothing exciting about going to the basement and picking up the Christmas tree box. All right, bringing it upstairs. I love the process of getting warmed up, driving to the local Christmas tree farm, and picking out the family Christmas tree. And again, I'm glad that I get to do it with my parents. It's just special. It is. And I'm so tired of artificial like experiences in life. Like I want genuine stuff. That's why like I'm working really hard on putting away my phone. Like there's a lot of just artificial, just unnatural things that we all experience in life. But when it comes to Christmas stuff, I want it to be the natural way. And in my opinion. And people like to like bitch about the pricing and all this stuff. All right. There's how many people paid for those stupid cups from Starbucks a couple weeks ago? All right. I'm sure there was a lot. I'm sure they sold out. There was a lot of talk about it, right? They were gingerbread cups with the coffee cups. Like you'll pay $30+ for a Starbucks cup, but you won't pay $50, $60 for a Christmas tree. This is just my take, all right? To each their own. But I think people love to complain about the price of stuff, but they pick and choose when they decide to do it. All right? Go. Again, my opinion. I'm not yelling at anybody, but this is my experience purely. Go. Be together, bring the damn hacksaw, cut it down, bring it back, take care of it. The maintenance part, all of it is worth it, in my opinion. But to each their own. All right, this is what gets me going for the holidays. But that is my number 3. Cut down your own Christmas tree. Number 2, watch old home movies and look through old photos. Yeah. I'm unfortunately gifted with a really good memory, but I don't remember everything. And that's why I'm very grateful for my mom and my dad as well. Obviously, but my mom was really, really big on like recording and taking pictures of everything, even though we give her a hard time about it almost always, but I'm grateful. I love going through the totes and, let me look through Christmas this year and see what I got. Bring back some memories and refresh some things about some of the cool gifts that I got from people and from Santa. Going through that and just watching the videos and just seeing what my baseline used to be. Seeing the people that I don't get to celebrate the holidays with anymore. It's tough. It's sad sometimes, but also happiness. It does bring a sense of joy. And nothing pumps me up more than watching some of the ones, some of the old Christmas movies from, my younger years. All right, it's really good stuff. Until, even like I watched my dad's old stuff too, because I was fortunate. Rich Moranto, who runs this wonderful studio that we have, he converts old film to digital stuff, and I have several of my dad's old Christmases on there. It's really cool to see Christmas from him growing up, especially too because it's the same house that I grew up in. But it's neat. It's nice and I think necessary if you are fortunate to have access to that. So that's my number 2, watching old home movies and photos and looking through photos of Christmas. And my number 1 is going to be Friday's Fun List Friday topic, actually, but it's listening to Christmas music. Music is amazing. It's powerful. It is a universal language that many people can understand, all right? Even if you don't know the words being said, sometimes the instrumentals, the sounds being made, it fills you with joy. And Christmas music does a really great job of that. Really great job. I feel so much through the power of music. I just had a recent stint at work. I started working out at work, doing laps up in this area because I caught Rocky music. Okay, Rocky music started playing on my playlist, and it reminded me of high school. So I got into my high school mode and started doing laps, and I bought a jump rope. I have stuff at work for working out. All right. Christmas music does the same thing. I can't listen to it all the time, but I start to let it trickle in after Halloween. Just a little bit. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. And then I start to really turn it up after Thanksgiving. Like, not completely nonstop, but mostly what I listen to. And then the week leading into Christmas, it's all that I listen to. You have to spread it out a little bit or build up to it appropriately. Because there was one year where I went too hard in the paint after Halloween, and I burned myself out by after Thanksgiving. So, got to be careful with it. But listening to Christmas music, one of my favorite things growing up that my mom did was we had one of those, I think it was like a 5 or 6 disc CD player stereo in the basement. And she had all of the greats on there. All of the greats. Bing Crosby, Elvis, just general Christmas music albums. And what it would do is it would be playing from the moment we woke up to the moment we went to bed. It was so cool. I loved it. It would play one from one disc, shuffle, go to another disc, and play another song. And we just had nonstop Christmas music going on. And it was amazing. I never got sick of it. And I'm really excited to talk about Christmas music on Friday's episode. But that is this list. Everybody. My top 10 ways to get into that holiday spirit. I hope I inspired some of you to do some reaching into your past to find that holiday spirit. I hope I motivated some of you to just get back in the game. All right? Start doing the things you used to love to do and start loving Christmas. Start loving whatever holiday that you celebrate instead of letting all the outside noise, the stress, the negativity get to you. Enjoy it for what it is. We'll talk to you on Friday. Thank you so much for watching. And till next time, do you even list?